Welcome. There are some.
Today's invocation will be given by Beth Louise.
Dear Lord, we're so grateful for everything that you provide, and we often take for granted what we have. We thank you for the food that we just had, and Lord, for the leadership that is so faithful in following their responsibilities and making sure that our club is doing the things that we're supposed to be doing in the community. We thank you for the opportunity to be together. We pray for these things in your name. Amen.
Well, welcome everyone. Great to see the room completely filled today and with our students. I would like to have Warren Caskey and one of the students, Madison, please come forward for a check presentation. As I told you a few weeks ago, the profit from the flags, 10% of it goes to a veterans fund, and the veterans fund then gets about $4,000 to $5,000 a year to give out to different veterans projects. A few weeks ago, we gave to NAMI money for their CIT training. This week, we get to give some money to the Career Center Criminal Justice class, who is going to go over and show you their project, and Wooster Rotary Club will be part of that project. So Warren, Madison, on behalf of the Wooster Rotary Club, here's a check for your project. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Madison Followay. I'm the Vice President of the Senior Trade Criminal Justice at the Career Center. We're here to talk about our flag project that was pioneered by the senior trade of last year, the class of 2022. This project began when the seniors of last year saw that our flag was not very grand. It wasn't as big as they wanted it to be. It was pretty far away from the building, which led to another question of why don't we have more flags surrounding it, and why can't we have bricks and a nice walkway leading up to it? So the seniors came up with a design. Should be up here. As you can see, the school and then the walkway leading up to the flags is cement with brick paved, and on the bricks is the names of the alumni that have graduated and served in the military with no cost to the alumni. Their name will be on there, and any donors who want their names on the bricks can also be on there. As you see, we have all of the branches of the military flags around the United States flag, which is 35 feet. We also have the Ohio flag out there, and on next Monday, on the 17th, we will be having our groundbreaking ceremony, which everyone is welcome to come to. It is just to honor everyone that has served, and we are just presenting it to everyone. And we thank you for your time, and thank you for letting us be here today.
So if I have my criminal justice class stand up, please. So these students are the ones who have taken the mantle from last year's criminal justice class. They're the ones who came up with the design, and they knew at the very beginning of the year they were going to have to pick this up and continue on with it. And they have sent out a lot of flyers, they've been making lots of contacts, and now we're to the point of doing our groundbreaking on Monday next week, and that's going to be at noon. We've had a lot of businesses within the county and within our area that are supporting this, and it's very special to me being a veteran to see how the students are wanting to honor those students before them who have attended the Career Center, which since 1969, I believe, is when the school opened up, and that they want to include all those. So we're also asking the community, if you know anybody who's graduated from the Career Center that enlisted in the military, to please let us know. We want to include those names on the bricks that's going to surround that, and that's at no cost to any family, just from the fundraising we're doing. So once again, we really thank you guys, and on behalf of the criminal justice class, we hope to open this up, our ribbon ceremony, in the spring. Thank you.
Well, that's fantastic, and I'm just glad we could be a part of it, and I'm glad that students could all come here today to show us what their project is, and it's money well spent on our part. We've been part of other projects like this, veterans projects, so we keep our eyes and ears open as these things happen, and we're very proud that the Wooster Rotary Club can be part of that. At this time, would Suji, one of our exchange students, please come forward to the podium to share with us a trip he recently took.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my welcome over here and welcome to my presentation. It's like on last weekend, last weekend we gone for like a weekend at Kelly's Island. So I'm just going to show you about how did we spend our like camping nights, which was it was a planned trip, but it turned into an unplanned trip. So it's kind of like adventure for us. First of all, I will just introduce myself. My name is Sujit Ranjit Bhongre, and I am from Pune, Maharashtra, India. I am a youth exchange student. I'm into a lot of things. I'm like into cycling. You can see the first photo over there. It's like when I completed my 75 kilometers of marathon. And then I'm also into cooking. Those are like just photos of when I made kind of ice creams and all. And I'm also into photography. Those are kind of photos which I have clicked. And I'm also into sports like volleyball, soccer, badminton, and like rifle shooting. And I'm also going to join the bowling team of Wooster High School. So, and this is my family. From left side is first me, then it's my, she's my mom. Her name is Dipali. Then my father, his name is Ranjit, and then my sister. She's right now. Her name is Surbhi, and she's right now doing MBA in Mumbai, and both my parents are businessman, businesswoman. We have a shop like grocery shop like Walmart in our town, and here's like the weekend starts. We gone for the island at around Friday afternoon. We took a half day from school, and we were 4 members. Me, Izumi, the next the another exchange student, he's from Japan. Then my host dad, and also his name was Martin. He's the crew advisor of the Booster Bike Crew. We were 4 members, and you can see like we started our journey with a long wait actually. Like we waited for the ferry, and that when we gone to take the tickets, they said that the chances of the ferry would be stopped on the Saturday and Sunday also. But we were like, let's see if we get a chance to come back. And we planned to come back on Saturday in afternoon, but eventually we came back on Monday. So then just started. We came, and then when we arrived at the Kelly's Island, we took our bikes. My host dad drove the car, and he gone for the camping spot. He just started to do all the camping to like the tents and all. And then me, Izumi, and Martin, we gone for we took our bikes and gone for a ride for off all the island. Just took a half ride and then gone for the camping. You can see like we were entering the camp, and host dad took our photo, and we also were like helping each other to do the tent and all, to do the tent and all stuff. Then that was our our camping site. It was actually a good day. Then we gone for a ride. We just then gone for the sunset at West Bay. First took our when we exit our camping site, there was kind of a beautiful beach, and we gone on the beach and then took a look over there and then gone for the sunset. It's a name called it's on the west side of the island. The hotel name is West Bay. So we gone over there, had a good dinner, seen a best sunset, and then after at night Actually, I was a lot of scared because to drive bike in the night, and it was like just a kind of 5 minute road, but there were no street lights and it was totally in dark. And unfortunately, my bike light turned off. So then we just took a long ride. It was of around half hour and then gone to a camping site. Then we slept. I thought actually thought it will. My host mom said that you might be freezing at night, and I kind of prepared myself for that, but it was not that much cold. I survived first night. Then the adventure began. We gone for the wood hunt in the morning just to find the wood for the bonfire. Then we collected wood and done bonfire, had breakfast, cooked our own breakfast, and then started our adventure. Then we gone for like uh, we decided that let's do things that no one has done on Kelly's Island, just like to explore each and every trials of Kelly's Island. When we did that, then like kind of we biked around on day two. It was a pretty much long day. We rode around, I think, 25 miles. And that was all around like in the forest and all. You can see the picture on the right. We just rode the bikes in the forest, and then it was and you can also see the hiking trails. The blue one is the like they show that we have to bike through that, but we were gone for the to do adventure, so we didn't took that road and gone on another road. And we even like actually I wanted to show you on video. It's kind of like no one gone there, but we gone there. Like we climbed a kind of mountain and then hiked and then gone down, and it was like limestone mine. It was around 50 or more than that years old. So we found limestone and all those old utensils they used over there. And then after that, hiking all over that, then we gone again for lunch at West Bay only. Then we uh, played like Jenga. It was really big. Then we played over there that and had a beautiful lunch. After that, again we gone for like we decided to travel the east side of the island, and go while going on that we you can see the inscription log. It shows like it shows that around 300 to 400 years ago the Native American people came over there and drawn something on that. No one knows what they drawn, but I also tried to look, but and then I just had kind of I just got one like one man was just having a pipe in his hand and doing something. I just got to know that much. Then it was like Halloween is guy coming, so they were celebrating in the main part of the Kelly's Island. They had a little games and all for the students over there. Then it's the east part on the right. You can see the photo. It's the east of the island, which for where we actually wanted to see the sunrise over there, but it was so cold, so we didn't go. Then after that, again, there was one couple. They said that if you want to do like real bike hike, then you can just go. She told one road which was like she said that you can see the airport also, and you can go from that to the end of the east side, more like more beyond that point. So we gone there, and it was one of the best sunset of my life because it was one of like best place. Like you can see the water was smashing the rocks and all. So and that was the road we gone. Day three, then you can see just like me and Martin just uh like finding wood, and we find a wood and then came back. Like we were just saving money. Why to spend money on buying wood? Instead we can get wood from the forest. So we just and we all even brought wood on our bikes by tying ropes and all. So it was really good adventure. Then we gone for the like it's called glacier grooves. It was like how it was told us that how Ohio was made, like of like 1 mile thick there was a glacier, then it was melted, and then Ohio was made. They told all of that, and we even discovered like not discovered there were people, but it was new for us. We just gone on a like it was a beautiful beach. Even from that, I collected some pebbles which were really good. Like I really like them. Yeah, and this was the turning point of my this journey, because my host dad said if you swim in this pool in this beach, then you can just survive the school. And I did it, and I swam in that beach, but it was really cold. I just came out in 10 minutes, and then but I am right now so good because of that. And then this week, it was like I made cashew curry. My host mom likes cashew, so I made it's an Indian dish. And then there was like our festival. It's called as the Sera. So it's a traditional way, and my host family brought some Indian food for me. And then I celebrated by putting flowers on like vehicle and like electronic devices. And this weekend we gone for a farm tour to like Organic Valley. Then that's it. And then yeah, and also thank you so much for my host family, because they took me to any Indian grocery shop from which I was really happy. I don't have words to how can I just say thank you to them, because I had each and every food which I wanted to take. And then later that night we gone for the Japanese dinner. So it was really good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Well, it's nice to have exchange students back, and keep that in mind when you're planning events. I'm sure both of our exchange students would love to go with you. At this time, I ask past President Kim Sayers to give us the secretary's report.
Good afternoon, everyone. We have just two guests to introduce today. So starting over here with Ron Onstutz.
My guest and the guest of our president is Brian Riley, who's part of the planning commission, or planning office here in Wayne County, and moved here recently to be somebody many of you know, on Fox.
And up front here, Don Nolan.
My guest today is my friend and local entrepreneur, Rachel Hart.
Thank you. Our traveling mic, I forgot to say, is handled by Matt Martin today. Thanks, Matt. Frank Relly has an announcement to make.
As a quick reminder, November 14th is our annual Veterans Day recognition. And on your tables, you have some pink sheets like this. These are the information from last year's meeting, in reference to the fact that each year we go ahead and recognize veteran members and also their families who are veterans. So we need to update that. So if you would be kind enough to take a look at the sheet here and update that, leave it on the table, I'll pick it up. If you forget, that's okay. Give me a call or text me. The numbers at the bottom, and we'll have the sheets out one more time next week. So thank you very much. Oh, one more thing. Our guest speaker this year is 95 years old, and you will have a lot of fun with him because he's a pretty crazy guy. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. That's a good day. If you know of other veterans around, please get it on their calendar and feel free to bring them to that meeting. Welcome to our guests, especially Azumi and Suji, to Warren and all the students from the Career Center and Brian. At this time, I would ask Justin Starling to introduce our speaker.
Well, thank you. I'm going to fly through this, but any opportunity to introduce these ladies who are with the Wooster Chamber, I absolutely jump at that opportunity. I got to work with a number of them over the years, and it's been a privilege. But I do want to at least mention, in 2019, the Wooster Chamber was one of the finalists for Chamber of the Year, National Chamber of the Year. 2020, a finalist, and then the leadership changed, and in 2021, then they won the national champion. So I don't know what the difference other than I wasn't there. So I do want to announce them because I think it's important. They're going to talk about the organization, to know these spaces. They're out in the community a lot. So the starting lineup from the Worcester Area Chamber of Commerce, a 5'4" freshman out of Smithville, Ohio, Grace Howell. Grace, want to raise your hand? That's Grace. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can get a little active here. She joined the chamber in May of 2021 after working in Canton for 2 years. Her first 2 years in her career. Since joining the team, Grace has helped in coordinating the large majority of the events and programs put on by the chamber. She is a participant in the current Leadership Wooster program for those, there's many graduates here, and is enjoying engaging the community and local businesses throughout her day. She especially enjoys working with young professionals and is excited to continue to grow that program. Grace graduated from Malone University with a BA in Communication and Public Relations. She enjoys spending time outside with her husband and family, kayaking and reading. So, a 5'2" junior out of West Salem, Ohio, Michelle Rothgary. Rothgary has built her career in the Worcester area for 11 years and joined the Worcester Chamber in 2019 after a stint at the Daily Record. She plays a major role in the day-to-day operations, coordinating much of the chamber's print material and marketing efforts, and also is the bulldog when it comes to financial oversight for the organization. She's been the point of contact for a number of the events, Lemonade Day, Loyal to Local, Let It Flow, and Worcester Area Safety Council as she continues to grow her role within the organization. Holds a BA in graphics and journalism from Ashland University, and her hobbies and interests include spending time with her husband and toddler son, horseback riding and gardening. So that's Michelle. And then a 5'2" senior out of Medina, Ohio, that would be Samara Zimmerly. Samara, raise your hand. Atta girl. For more than 12 years, Zimmerly has dedicated her career to supporting the Worcester and Wayne County area through extensive improvements to Chamber's events programs and the organization's overall vision. Zimmerly, experience that she's gained in her various roles with the chamber paved the way for her to be named the very first female president in the organization's 125-year history, which is pretty awesome. Working to enhance her professional skills and leadership, Samara has participated in various local programs, including but not limited to the Delta Institute, Leadership Worcester, Citizens Government Leadership Academy, and Worcester Citizens Police Academy. Samara serves on various boards and donates a lot of her time, even outside of the Worcester Area Chamber of Commerce. So she enjoys cooking, which I've had some of her food. It's pretty damn good. She travels all over the place and chases her 2 sons while they play sports. Folks, your Worcester Area Chamber of Commerce.
I'm not really sure how I feel about being called the senior of the group. And also, I'm not in Medina anymore. I was originally from Medina when I came here, but I can't imagine calling anywhere other than Wayne County home now. So perfect. All right. So I thought it was really important. You all get to see me on an almost weekly basis. So I think it's extremely important for you to get to meet the entire chamber team. We like to say we're small but mighty. So for the majority of this entire calendar year, it has been the 3 of us. I refer to us as the 3 Musketeers. I am very fortunate to have these 2 ladies here next to me. I don't know what I would do without them, so I'm very grateful for their support. They deal with all of the crazy ideas that I come up with, some crazy ideas of their own. And so it is a great team to be a part of. The one thing I will say, we are hiring. We're looking for 2 individuals to join our team. So if you have any friends or neighbors that are hardworking and like to have a good time and love the community, send them our way. We'll happily take them. So just quickly to go over our mission, the mission of the Worcester Area Chamber of Commerce is to foster economic prosperity in the Worcester area by advancing community leadership and supporting the interests of our members in the business community. And while we know several of you, I would say the majority of you in this room are involved in the chamber already, we wanted to take just a little bit of a different approach and talk about some things that maybe you're not already involved in. By show of hands, how many of you have served or are serving on the chamber board? Perfect, we appreciate that. So while we do a lot for the community as a whole, the chamber is a community resource. I would say a lot of people in the community look at us as the 411. We get phone calls and people stopping in looking for all sorts of things. We could probably have an entire presentation just on all the fun questions and inquiries that we get at the office, but we wanted to take a minute to talk about some of the member benefits that we offer that everyone might not be aware of. So just to list off some of those, we have money saving programs, promotional opportunities, networking opportunities, which is a big one, programs and professional development, member events, and community events. So of those money saving programs, and these are really big programs that save some significant money for a lot of our members. So they're extremely important. So we have insurance programs that members can take a part of. A lot of that is focused more on our small businesses. We have an energy program where companies can save on their gas and electric bills by being a member of our organization. And that's something that we put into place right around the time of the pandemic, which has helped some businesses significantly, and we'll touch on that. We have a workers' compensation program that you can save on your premiums through Sedgwick by enrolling in our group rating plan. You can get discounts on your staples supplies and also on Constant Contact if you're reaching out to your clients or customers that way as well. So just to share some stats, because we want to talk about the impact of some of the things that we do. So we currently have 90 members enrolled in our insurance program. So through that, I can just share about one member. We had a small business open up, someone that went from the corporate world to opening up a small business. Through joining our insurance program, they were actually able to save $700 a month on health insurance. So when you think about that on a yearly basis, how much they're saving, that's significant money right there. So that program has been a really huge one for us. The next one, $6,900. That's something that just happened within the past month. So one local organization signed up to our energy program, and their savings is almost $7,000 a year by enrolling in our energy program. So imagine, and that is a nonprofit organization. So imagine what that almost $7,000 can do for that organization. That's saving them having to have a fundraising event. We have 89 companies that are involved in our workers' compensation program. And through that program, we are saving companies over $285,000. Through our Safety Council program in 2019, we were able to save local companies over $76,000. And the average member savings on the gas bills through our energy program is 10.4%. So you probably have seen in our newsletters or on our social media page or on our website that we have these money saving programs. But what you don't see is the impact that that has. So hopefully some of these numbers kind of help show you that. And what is really cool is our insurance programs. There's actually a couple individuals in this room that offer the health insurance programs. So if you're interested, we can connect you with a fellow Rotarian to get you signed up for that.
The Worcester Area Safety Council program is a monthly program. We actually meet right here each month, designed to promote health and safety in the workplace. So we partner with the BWC in order to educate companies about safety in their environments. And we're also able to save them a significant amount of money on their BWC premiums through rebates then at the end of the year through their participation in attendance in the program and then as well as their performance. So they're also encouraged to promote safety and actually implement the things that they learn at Safety Council in their workplaces. We have currently 113 active employers enrolled in our program, and each month we have about 80 representatives come to this room and learn about safety. And as Samara mentioned, in 2019, which was the last year they were able to receive their rebates due to the pandemic, we met virtually for 2 years. And so the BWC was not able to offer their premiums. We're really excited to say that this year we are meeting in person again, and they will be receiving those rebates at the end of the year again. So In 2019, we were able to save them over $76,000 collectively through this program. We offer a variety of promotional opportunities for our members. Our weekly Friday letter is an email that we send out. Many of you may receive this. It goes out to 1,800 chamber member representatives each week, and is considered a top tier score on Constant Contact with a 42% open rate. So we are really proud of that each week 42% of our member representatives are gaining access to our events and programs, as well as we allow our members to advertise in there as well, and giving them a platform to share about their events and educational opportunities as well. Our monthly newsletter is pretty unique to us in that a lot of chambers have switched to strictly a digital platform to save on the cost of it. We have actually increased our circulation of our newsletter this past year, and our newsletter now reaches 24,000 households across Worcester and Wayne County through being inserted in the Worcester Weekly and the Wayne Bargain Hunter publications. We also send 1,300 copies specifically to our chamber member representatives to make sure that they are also staying aware of our newsletter and all of our events and programs. We also share that on our Facebook page, which has reached a peak of 15,750 followers recently. And through that, we are able to share celebrations, groundbreakings, ribbon cuttings, with 27 ribbon cuttings held last year of new businesses in our area that we are really excited that we get that opportunity to celebrate with them and share with everybody that they are new and welcome them to this community. And through our Facebook, we just wanted to highlight one specific ribbon cutting, had over 400 likes, 33 comments, and over 80 shares just for their ribbon cutting, welcoming them to the area. So that many people were able to engage with them and are now aware that their business is open and where to find them.
So networking opportunities, we all know that that is a key component of a chamber of commerce. What we found out is during the pandemic, that was a huge hit to a lot of businesses. And that is something that has continued to be an important piece. We recently put out a membership survey asking for feedback. And according to our members, 52.6% believe that networking opportunities are the greatest benefit to being a member. So that is something that we are looking at and evaluating for 2023 for what we offer. So some of those opportunities, we have business after hours. For that, the average since COVID has been about 75.8 attendees at those events. Our women in business, we've been a little short-staffed and things have been a little hectic this year, but we are planning on kicking that back off. We've got some fun ideas for that. That was something that we started in 2019 before COVID hit. So that's just a fun way for our ladies to be able to get together and interact and network in a more casual setting while enjoying an activity. And then we also offer our chamber travel program. So actually this Thursday we're leaving. We have a group of 43 people traveling to Switzerland and Austria. So we're working on some ideas for the next chamber travel program, but that is a great networking opportunity. There's been some really great relationships that have been built on those trips. Business deals have been made on some of the trips. And so there's just a lot of great networking opportunities, even beyond these that we'll cover here shortly.
To highlight some of our programs and professional development opportunities, we have regular educational series that are held in our chamber conference room and are free for members to attend. These are just business resources and educational opportunities that we offer to our members. Refreshments are usually provided and we allow our members to present to the attendees. And if anyone has any ideas, we're always looking for new opportunities for those educational series. And we try to hold those once a month depending. And we have a really great one coming up in November talking about the development of a small business. So if you would be interested in attending that, please check out our website. Our young professional programs, our program is something that I'm really passionate about as a young professional. It's open to anyone 21 to 40 who lives or works in Wayne County. They're generally usually free events held once a month. And it's just a way for us to engage the next generation to continue to help our community to thrive. There have been a lot of really great happening this year, personal and professional engagement happening there. For example, one of the YPs mentioned that they wanted to go back to the gym and get more fit, and another one is going through their personal training certification and offered to help them. And we also have a lot of new food trucks developing, and they've been able to partner with some local businesses that other young professionals own. So there's some really cool things happening there, and we have our next event coming up on October 20th at Ramshire Farms. So if any of you are a young professional want to attend that, we would love to have you. So our Leadership Wooster program is one of our biggest professional development opportunities. By show of hands, who here is a Leadership Wooster graduate? That's a really awesome number here. Through this program, we have been able to show that over 600 graduates have gone through it and been able to connect with the community within their class and build a personal and professional network through that. With each class, we have around 30 to 36 members represented. And there have been, again, some really cool relationships that have formed there. And I think many graduates will say that they've been able to build their network and utilize their relationships throughout the rest of their career. So we're really proud of that one. And we are taking applications, and we'll open those up at the end of this year for the next class. So make sure to, if you have anyone on your staff that you want to have do that, make sure that they get it sent in right away. These are sellout opportunities.
So a couple of the programs that we offer. So Lemonade Day was something that we did this year for the first time. We weren't sure what it was gonna turn out to be, but we were really excited. We had 21 youth set up lemonade stands. So through that program, we were able to have kids learn about what it takes to develop a business plan, and come up with what they wanted to sell at their stand. And so they learned about different things that it takes. They had to set a budget, come up with a name of their business, set prices, go shopping for their supplies, and then at the end, they turn in their results. So we had 21 stands set up throughout Wayne County. And through that program, when they turned in their results, we were actually able to go through and we awarded quite a few different prizes for best marketing, entrepreneur of the year. I'm trying to think, there was so many. So we had trophies and local gift cards to places that obviously kids would enjoy. So what's really fun, my son actually he set up one outside Everything Surplus. And so afterwards, we were driving in the car, it was about 2 weeks later, and he said, "Are you still going to be at the chamber when I'm old?" And I said, "I have no idea." And he said, "Well, when I open my business, I'm going to have a ribbon cutting." So I don't know if that was part of Lemonade Day or part of just being a chamber kid, but regardless, I think the program's been really neat. We had quite a few parents reach out to us afterwards and said that their child really enjoyed it. We had people stop us that day as we were out taking photos and everything, saying what a cool idea. We had people reach out and say that they didn't even know that it was happening, and so they were excited to be able to plan for next year. So that is something that we are going to have again. So we're excited to see that continue to develop as it continues on. So Wayne County Manufacturing Day is something that we have been really proud of over the years. Unfortunately, COVID put a stop to that the past couple of years. So traditionally, we have taken every school district in Wayne County and brought them to one gym and mixed them all up and let them individually select which manufacturers they wanted to see. And although we can't quite pull it off the way that we have in the past, we're really excited to bring that program back. So October 25th, we are having that program. Again, we are kind of going back to some of the basics of it, assigning schools to manufacturers for this year, kind of seeing how that goes. Our hope is to get back to where we were pre-COVID, as long as everything goes well. But we are really excited about that. It's a great opportunity to show high school students about the great opportunities that we have right here in our backyard. And it's a great way to showcase all of the great manufacturers that we have here in our community.
We have, as I'm sure many of you have attended, quite a full calendar of events each year. Our annual dinner meeting has usually over 800 attendees. And it's just a way for us to honor many of our members who have contributed quite a bit to the community, and also for us to present on what the chamber is up to each year. The Home and Garden Show is held each spring and gives businesses the opportunity to set up for a weekend at the Wayne County Fairgrounds and share about their business. And we also offer a wide variety of activities, making it a family-friendly event, and it's always a good time. Let It Glow is our holiday light competition that we hold every December. I think we have around 40 houses that decorate and are able to spread some festive cheer. So we are looking forward to that one this holiday season. And our golf invitational is a way for members to connect on the course, get out and have a good time as well. And we hold that every August. So we just had Wooster Fest last weekend, which hopefully if you attended, you thought it was a great success. We were very proud of everything that was accomplished that weekend. And it is as great as the beer and the contest and everything is there. It is more than that. And I just want to share a few things about why Wooster Fest really ties into our meeting or our mission. Wooster Fest is really a fall tradition that people plan their schedules around. If you see on the slide, there is a photo of a bride and groom. They actually planned their wedding this year around Wooster Fest because they love it so much and wanted to partake in the activities as a part of their wedding. We had a couple that was traveling home and saw the billboard for Wooster Fest and actually stopped downtown and had such a good time that they rented a room in the Best Western and stayed to come on Saturday again. So Wooster Fest really does bring people in from out of town and is a way to showcase everything that downtown Wooster has to offer. And kind of tying into that, the Wiener Dog Race, which as everyone knows, Justin thought was a bad idea. But in its 6th year, it continues to thrive. And we actually had around 80 dogs this year participate from all across the state of Ohio. And that, like I said, brings in people from all around town and they end up staying on. I still saw wiener dogs walking around at 11 p.m. that night. So people really like to come into town for that and see everything that Worcester has to offer. And we've had business owners tell us that they've had record weekends, they've sold a ton, they have a great sales throughout the weekend. So we just really are proud of that. And through Wooster Fest, we ourselves are able to connect with over 120 members through the different vendors that set up, through the contests and the sponsorship opportunities and everything like that. So Wooster Fest is a really important piece to our mission. The Wayne Economic Forum, this is an annual event held thankfully to Dee Vadia, who developed this 8 years ago. And we're grateful to him for continuing to help us maintain this each year. This is going to be held on November 3rd this year. So shameless plug, if you all want to come, we would love to have a great Rotary support at that event. And we're bringing these 5 fantastic speakers to come in and talk. And each year we respond to relevant issues with the speakers and the topics they come, relevant issues within our community to come and speak on things, economic trends and different leadership topics and everything like that. So this is one that we really use to target and be an educational opportunity as well as a great networking opportunity for the afternoon. So since 2013, 30 speakers have come to Worcester to share their insights and stimulate conversation. So once again, November 3rd, if you would like to attend.
And our Loyal to Local program, we will be kicking off again this year, the Monday before Thanksgiving. We created this program as an expansion of Shop Small Saturday at a time when we felt like our small businesses really needed some extra attention and some support through the pandemic. And so the last 2 years through this program, we have been able to track that over $330,000 was spent locally just through the holiday season. And we really have promoted these businesses through our social media channels. We encourage shopping locally continuously throughout the holidays. And each year we've been able to promote over 70 retailers through this passport, getting their name out there, sharing the wonderful things that they have to offer here locally in Worcester and Wayne County. And so shoppers who submit their completed passports then to us have the opportunity to win some really awesome grand prizes from our local small businesses as well. So they're also receiving products then in return for turning in their passports to further encourage them to see what our local small businesses have to offer. And through this program, we're just able to ensure that more money is staying local and supporting our economy here in Worcester and Wayne County. We just want to open it up for any of you if you have any questions for us.
It's funny to do those lemonade stands, bring in.
So it varied. Part of that program, actually, they're encouraged to save some, share some, and spend some. So I should have mentioned that. So through that, they set the budget, and so they decide on what they want to spend some on. And then they pick a local nonprofit organization to share some with. So a lot of the kids picked either the dog shelter, the Humane Society. My son chose Joyful Cafe. So they all chose nonprofits. So they turned in their sales results. I think the top one had around 500. So yes, they had good support.
I think that's pretty obvious that we're very, very lucky to have a great chamber, and Samira and her associates do a great job there. And it makes a lot of things happen in this town and our area, and we appreciate it. Well, in appreciation for your time with us today, we'd like to present each of you with a rendition of the Rotary Wheel with the 4-way test on the back. It's made locally by students at the Village Network. Thank you very much. Well, we had a lot happening today, and some things just fill up the agenda. It was great having all of our students here today. We want to try to do that more often with other groups. Now, next Monday's program is Sarah Brink, Executive Director of Wayne Center for the Arts, whose presentation will be Enriching Lives and Strengthening Community. Well, I hope that you all have a great week. We stand adjourned. Thank you.